want to welcome everybody today to the presser for BKB 2. My name is Mark Altieri. I handle PR and occasional spokesperson's work for BKB, and I'll be moderating for you today. So thanks everybody for coming, press, fighters, trainers, everyone. Glad to have you here. Just to give you a quick synopsis, we'll do some fighter introductions, let the fighters make a couple of statements, and then after that, as typically you would expect, we'll open the floor for one-on-one, or excuse me, for questions with each of these fighters. And then we can do one-on-ones for any crews or anybody who wants one-on-one time after that. Let me just kind of let you know who's at the table today with us. First of all, from DIRECTV and BKB, on my right is, he'll acknowledge himself, Alex Kaplan. He's the Vice President of Marketing for DIRECTV, and he also acts as co-commissioner for BKB. So you know Alex is here and can answer questions specifically about BKB as an organization, the development of BKB, and ongoing plans or efforts of BKB. Next to Alex, so you're aware, is Ross Miller, the former Secretary of State for Nevada. He is now acting in a consultant's role as well, bringing a lot of value to the table for BKB with his extensive relationships and experience, particularly in combat sports here in Nevada. To my left, on the far end of the table, is Chris Long. Chris is the Senior Vice President of Programming and Original Content for DIRECTV, and he also acts as co-commissioner for BKB. Chris can specifically handle questions regarding the broadcast of BKB2, as well as the unique in-glove technology we're going to be debuting during that broadcast. So without further ado, I want to give a quick overview before we get started regarding BKB1. For those of you who were here, you would remember we were extremely pleased with the outcome of BKB1, and it's really its ability to deliver the more intensive, toe-to-toe, in-your-face style of boxing for which BKB and its format was designed. So it was with a lot of pleasure that we saw it really pay that off for the fans, and I think anybody who was here and saw that packed house really on the edge of their seats all night would agree that the proof was really in the response from the fans. There was no doubt that it was a night of intense, exciting, and entertaining boxing, and it really delivered on all fronts. The main event that night between Gabe Rosado and Brian Vera was nothing short of an all-out war. And as we know, Gabriel was successful with a rousing knockout, again, putting an end cap on the BKB promise better than any marketing or any advertising ever could. So we're proud and excited to have Gabriel back to defend his title here at BKB2. There's going to be some unique and exciting things happening with BKB2. One of those things is a brand new in-glove technology that we're going to be offering and going to be showcasing during the broadcast on Saturday. There have been some other major networks who were pretty bold in touting similar versions, their own versions of in-glove boxing telemetry, only to find that those things never saw the light of day within broadcasts. But I'm happy to tell you on behalf of DIRECTV and BKB, we will be delivering this unique in-glove technology, real-time data to fans regarding the velocity and the impact of the punches thrown throughout the evening. So it should be a pleasure to see how that plays out. Finally, we're excited to be offering our first female bout, and that will take place, first fight on the card, and it's between Las Vegas' own Layla McCarter and Diana Prazak. They are also here today and will be present for one-on-ones after the Q&A session with the main event fighters is over. So we're really excited about BKB2. If you've seen the card, you'll know it promises nothing short of the same intensive, in-your-face, toe-to-toe action that BKB1 delivered. We really feel there isn't a weak link on this card. We hope you agree. So I'd like to get to some fighter introductions now. First is our current BKB middleweight champion. Now, over the course of his boxing career, this fighter has established himself as a true fan favorite for his consistent delivery of this edge-of-your-seat, center of the ring, bring the fight to his opponent style of no-nonsense boxing. Win or lose, fans have come to know they're going to see a war when they see Gabriel Rosado step into the ring. And it's going to happen when he steps into the pit. He evidenced this at BKB1 with his all-out knockout victory over Brian Vera, and we're extremely excited to have him back tomorrow night to defend his belt against Curtis Stevens. So without further ado, fighting out of Philadelphia, Gabriel Rosado.
It's a privilege to be defending my title once again on BKB. The first event, you know, it was a hell of a show, you know, and I was excited that I closed the deal with a big knockout against a tough fighter like Brian Vera. You know, I'm taking this fight very serious because, you know, this is my title and I'm not giving it up. You know, Curtis talking a lot of shit. I mean, on some real shit, I feel like he just doing that to hype himself up because I think he washed up. I mean, I'm gonna seal the deal on Saturday. He will get knocked the fuck out. And I promise you that. Real shit. Curtis Stevens will get knocked the fuck out.
Thanks, Gabriel. We're really excited to have Curtis Stevens in the mix for BKB 2. Yet again, as you know, at BKB, we're seeking fighters and identifying fighters that really embody the promise of BKB. And nobody does that any better than Curtis Stevens. Any boxing fan will tell you this is a guy who has some of the heaviest, most dangerous hands in the game. And again, a no-holds-barred, no-nonsense fighter. He doesn't mess around. He goes to the center of the ring. He brings the fight to his opponent at every turn. And that's why we're so excited to have him here challenging for the middleweight belt against Gabe Rosado on Saturday. So let me introduce to you Curtis Showtime Stevens, fighting out of Brooklyn.
I'd like to say, first of all, glory be to God. I'd like to thank Shane for training me very hard for this fight, Team Stevens. I'd like to thank my great promotional company, Main Events, and BKB and DIRECTV for having me. Saturday is going to be a war, you know. I don't have too much to say, you know. I'm just ready to fight and get in there and do what I do best, is check in and check out. Thank you.
War is when it's competitive. It ain't going to be competitive, all right?
Rosado, you get fucked up every fight.
Yeah, all right.
Relax.
What you doing?
Relax.
What you doing?
You taking ass whoopings.
You got your fucking, you taking
ass whoopings.
Box.
You taking ass
Fucking
whoopings.
them do.
You taking ass whoopings.
Yeah, all right.
You taking ass whoopings. Before you fought Vera, what you was on a 12-fight losing streak?
Who you knock out?
You are?
Who you knock out that's notable?
Anybody that gets in a fucking ring. I fucked you up in sparring.
No, you didn't.
You 2-15. I don't even know why the fuck you talking. You heard?
Your homie right there in that
You
white
heard?
shirt, he know better. He
You
know
heard?
better, and you ain't knocked nobody out that's
You heard?
notable. Anybody that's respectable in boxing, you didn't knock out. Everybody you knocked out was.
All right, listen. We're not gonna talk about what's in the past. We're gonna talk about what's gonna go on Saturday. We're gonna talk about what's gonna happen on Saturday. Plain and simple. Your man on the motherfucking menu.
Anybody he touches is going down. Anybody he touches is going down.
After I take care of Curtis on Saturday, Shane can get it next.
Right.
Shane, you can line that shit up too, Shane.
Hey, yeah, we a different weight class, but I still get you
We
up.
can do it next, Shane. When I take your boy top off, we can do it next. When I take your boy top off, we can do it next, Shane. Real shit. We can do it next.
Real shit.
We can do it next.
Real shit. Yeah, 160, 147. That's all right though. I'll give you the 2-pound, the 2-weight class advantage.
Shane never
Are
had
you
a
bitching already, Shane? Come on, Shane.
No, I'm not bitching. No, I'm
never had a
bitching.
jab.
But you know what time it is.
Shane, you like 170 right now.
You know what time it is.
You big as shit, Shane.
You know what time it is.
He never had his jab, Shane. Never had his jab. Never knocked out nobody notable.
So let's get to the Q&A if we could. Nobody minds. Bring it down a second.
I'm glad this isn't on Disney Channel because I'm in trouble.
So we're prepared to take some questions from the media in attendance. I'll open the floor now. If anybody has a question, please raise your hand. Steve Cart, Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Hey Curtis, Gabe's been in the pit, you've not. How big a disadvantage is that for you in your mind? Or have you turned it into an advantage for you then? Since you've never been in it, he has.
I'm a fighter in general. Like I said before, you can put me in a phone booth, square box, elevator. I come to fight. I'm a fighter. It doesn't matter where you put me in, circle, pit, wherever. I'm a fighter, man. That's what I do. I fight for a living.
Gabe, as far as styles are concerned, how do you see your fight going down with Curtis?
I mean, honestly, I'm not even focused. I'm not even thinking about what he gonna do or what he's bringing to the table. I'm just focused on myself. I had a great camp. I had great sparring. You know what I'm saying? I feel strong. Mentally, spiritually, I feel good. You know what I'm saying? I'm zoned into this fight. So I'm not focused on what he's gonna do. I'm focused on what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I'm going into this fight.
Both of y'all boxing, professional boxing, you know, regular boxing, and you're boxing this now. What are the differences in your techniques or whatnot that you have to improvise or change compared to regular boxing to this here? What are some of the main things that you have to change as far as your mindset, your skill set, or whatnot?
First of all, what's up, Oliver?
Hey, how you doing?
Big fan, man. You was one of the greats. This is just like when I go into training camp for a BKB match, it's kind of like the same way I'm approaching a traditional match, because at the end of the day, it's still a fight. I think it's just a faster pace. So it's like regular boxing, except it's just like, it's just a quicker pace. You got to be quick on your reflex. You got to be quick on reaction. Because everything is just right there up in your face. You can't play the ropes. You can't wrestle, anything like that. So it's you just got to stay busy. But it pretty much is a fight, man. Once the bell ring, it's the same thing.
Thanks, John.
Yup.
Curtis, you have anything to add to that as far as how you approach it?
Fight. So you could do.
Okay. Thank you.
Lucy?
How is the 2-minute rounds an advantage or disadvantage compared to regular boxing? Well, if you thought about it.
The difference is, well, we fight 3 minutes and with the 4 corners. 2-minute rounds. Only thing remind me of the 2-minute rounds is back in open when I was in the amateurs. Quick pace, get in, get out, get your shit off, and get out.
Any other questions? You want to add something?
What was it?
How are the 2-minute rounds an advantage or disadvantage?
It just depends on the style. If you're quick on reflex and you're quick on your instincts, then it favors you. If you're a little delayed, then it can be a problem, because it's really all about reflex and instinct. You got to be sharp.
Any other questions from the room? All right, what we're going to do is move this podium now. If I can get some guys over here, we're going to have a photo op with Curtis and Gabriel facing off. So, photographers, if you want to get a better vantage point.
Don't mess your money up.
Let's just get a face off. Guys. Let's be gentlemen. Come on, let the ring close ain't fighting for you, guys.
Of course, it ain't about records. It's not about records, because when we talk about records, I told y'all his first 18 fights, his opponents had 100-something losses. My opponents had 16 losses. I only fight monsters. We're not talking about records. We're not talking about records. All you doing is focusing. Jesse Brinkley beat that ass. Jesse Brinkley from North Dakota. He from North Dakota. Who did he beat? He from North. He losing a motherfucker from North Dakota. He losing a motherfucker from North Dakota. I never lost to nobody from North Dakota. North Dakota? They don't even got boxing in North Dakota. What the fuck are you talking about? North Dakota? Had you lose to somebody from North Dakota? From North Dakota? From North Dakota? Mark. North Dakota? Ain't nobody doing all that. I'm not gonna try to put no fake pressure on. I'm not gonna try to put no fake pressure on. That's fake pressure. That's fake pressure. That's fake pressure. That's fake pressure. Don't come over here with that nut ass shit. You got no leather hat. You got no pressure. Don't put no pressure on me. You got no fucking leather hat. Get your nut ass out here. They don't put no pressure on. We know what pressure is. We know what real 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 pressure is. We come from that. We know what real pressure is. We know what real pressure is. That's why we know what real pressure is. Don't do that. Don't come in a press conference trying to act tough. You know the cops coming. You know the cops coming. You know the cops coming. You gonna bring 50 people for a press conference? You know the cops coming. You pussy. 50 people. But I'm out here by myself. I'm out here by myself. ambulance, can't nobody help neither one of them. Nobody can't help neither one of them. Nobody can't help neither one of them. Nobody can't help nobody. Is y'all gonna pay the ambulance that night? I hope y'all pay the ambulance that night. They're not gonna walk up. What the fuck they walk up here for? How you gonna say something to me and they gonna walk up there like a friend? Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. You hey, that's it, man. We're not taking no fucking short. Hands up in the